It can be prepared by passing electricity to brine. Brine is a mixture of, tell me, NaCl and water. NaCl and water when mixed together, they form brine. And when you pass electricity to it, it will give you NaOH plus chlorine gas plus water plus hydrogen gas, sorry. Okay. And can you tell me that how where on which electrode this chlorine gas and hydrogen gas is produced respectively? Aisha, can you answer me this?
Sodium chloride.
Sodium hydroxide. On which electrode? In anode or cathode the chlorine gas is prepared? Tell me fast. Yes, you Galvin. On which electrode chlorine is negatively charged or positively charged?
Positively charged.
Chlorine is
So it
positively
is positive.
positively charged. Chlorine is positively charged. And hydrogen?
So negatively.
Hydrogen is negatively charged. Wow. Cl minus, it is negatively charged. And hydrogen is positively charged. So it will goes on negatively charged electrode, that is called cathode. And it will goes on positively charged electrode called anode. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And this process is known as, by which we prepare this one, is known as, this process is known as chlor-alkali process. Chlor-alkali process. Why we called it chlor-alkali process? Harshit, can you tell me that why we call chlor-alkali process? Please turn on your camera. Turn on your camera and let me know that why we called it chlor-alkali process.
Sir, because we're passing electricity through it, making it like soluble in water.
Okay. Because, just a minute. Let me plug in the headphone.
Sir,
Yes.
just give me 1 minute. Sir.
No, means nobody is going to study at home and you are not preparing well for the exams. The exams are nearer and you are not preparing for the exams. All time you are just wasting your time on mobile phones and some other stuff and you are not preparing for your exams. Yes, Harshit, why we called it? Now can you tell me again why we called it chlor-alkali process?
Sir, because we are passing electricity through it.
We are passing electricity to many reactions. Will they be called as chlor-alkali process? Chlor, you can't understand chlor and alkali. They are the two words. It is made up of two words, chlor and alkali. Chlor and alkali. What is chlor? Chlor is formation of chlorine. Formation of chlorine gas. And alkali, what is alkali?
Which
Alkali
is
is
soluble in
water
water.
soluble base. Water soluble base. And that is NaOH. So in this reaction, as NaOH and chlorine gases form, that side is known as chlor-alkali process. That's why it is known as chloralkali process.
Yes.
Okay, now tell me that how will you prepare now you everyone, how will you prepare baking soda? Baking soda. Everyone, how will you prepare baking soda?
It's prepared by process.
And yeah, it is prepared by solvay process, but can you tell me that how the solvay process is done? How the solvay process is done? What we do in the solvay process? I'm not asking the name the process. This was my question. What name the process by which baking soda is prepared? It is that how will you prepare? How will you prepare? So how will you prepare it? Tell me, how will you prepare it? Okay. Study again. Study again
When
and note it, note each and everything. No, 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 it's okay. Half of the class is going in such things and we are just wasting the time for this one. So start writing again. This is your punishment that you have to write each and everything again. Nobody is here. So in the previous class, we discussed this one, that NaOH is caustic soda. I will check your notes, write down the dates of today on the paper, and I will check it on after this one. Okay. Either the date or at the center, at the mid of this one, and I will check it whether you are writing this one or not. Okay. Got it? And I can check it in between also. So start writing that caustic soda is NaOH, which is called sodium hydroxide. Caustic soda can be prepared by passing electricity to the concentrated aqueous solution of sodium chloride. When you take a sodium chloride aqueous solution, hey, Harshit, are you doing something else? Are you using mobile phone?
Yes, sir. I'm writing it. What you're
Okay, start writing it again. That caustic soda can be prepared by passing electricity to the concentrated aqueous solution of sodium chloride. When we take sodium chloride, what is sodium chloride? Aqueous solution of sodium chloride. We called it brine. B-R-I-N-E, brine. In bracket, it is here. And write down this reaction and write down at anode and in cathode. You done? This process is known as chloralkali process due to the formation of chlorine gas and NaOH, which is an alkali. NaOH is an alkali. Water soluble base like potassium hydroxide is also an alkali. Okay, note it properly.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, could you please tell me like how to make a chemical formula in the like I was revising chapter 1, so I have a doubt in making it chemical form.
In between here, we are just studying the salts. When this is over, then there will be a revision class is going to be there. Then we shall be going to discuss that one. Okay, don't worry.
Okay, sir.
We can send you the recorded video lecture from that. You can watch it from there, or we
Okay,
can have an extra class for you if you tell the team. Then they can arrange.
okay.
Yes, you noted this one.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, sir.
So how can we prepare now? Now tell me that how can we prepare baking soda, bleaching powder? Sorry, caustic soda. How can we prepare caustic soda?
It can be prepared by passing electricity with concentrated aqueous solution of sodium chloride.
Concentrated aqueous solution of sodium
Sodium
chloride.
chloride.
And the other two gases are formed. One is
Uh,
chlorine and other one is hydrogen gas. Chlorine gas is formed at tell
anode,
me, NO, and hydrogen gas is formed at
cathode.
now. Note down the next salt is bleaching powder. We done bleaching powder? Check it. Do we have done bleaching powder? I think we have done that one also. Yes, we have done bleaching powder, na? Okay. So how we prepare bleaching powder? Bleaching powder. Now tell me that how can we prepare bleaching powder? Tell me how can we prepare bleaching powder? Tell me what is the chemical name of? Yes, Harshit, you attended the previous class, and Aisha, you also attended the previous class. Now tell me that what is the formula for bleaching powder? Harshit, what is the formula for the bleaching powder? We studied this one in the previous class.
Sir, it is CaOCl2.
Yes, Aisha, how can we prepare bleaching powder? What is the chemical name of bleaching powder? What is the chemical name of bleaching powder? Yes, Harshit, what is the chemical name of bleaching powder?
CaOCl2.
CaOCl2. CaOCl2. I'm not asking the chemical formula. I'm asking that chemical name. What is the chemical name for bleaching powder?
Calcium hypochlorite.
Calcium hypochlorite. And how we passed, how can we prepare bleaching powder? How can we prepare bleaching powder? Okay, look in your copy. Let me check whether you are writing the notes or not, and check it from there, and let you answer this. How can we prepare bleaching powder?
Passing dry chlorine gas over dry slate line.
Why you need to take the help of your copy? We have studied this one and in the previous class, and it had been 1 week. So you must have remember. You must revise the things. There are the 3 classes in a week. Note this one again. How can we prepare bleaching powder? Note it down. Bleaching powder is calcium oxychloride, and by passing chlorine gas to slag line, we get calcium oxychloride plus water. And the process by which we prepare this one is Hazen-Clever process. Done? Noted?
No, no, sir.
Show me, Aisha, that you have written twice. The one is previous one and the second one is today. Show me both that you have noted it twice. By the back camera.
Sir, I'm using laptop, so I cannot use back camera.
Okay, we'll check it later. You noted this one? This process is known as Hazen-Clever process. Harshit, you also
Yes, sir.
noted?
Yes, sir.
Why should we not keep bleaching powder in open air? Tell me, why shouldn't we keep bleaching powder in open air? Tell me.
Because it gives a smell of chlorine.
Because it gives us
Smell of chlorine.
smell of chlorine. Yes, you Harshit. Why should we not keep a bleaching powder in open air?
Sir, it gives the smell of chlorine. Yeah.
You are not learning. You need to talk to your parents. You are not studying anything. Even though we have discussed this one, we have noted this. I asked you to write this one in your copy, and still you are not answering anything. If this process remain continue, how will you score good marks in chemistry? We discussed in the previous class, this is not an appropriate answer that because it is a smell of chlorine. Yes, chlorine, bleaching powder has this strong smell of chlorine. So what? Why should we not kept it in open air? Because it react with the atmospheric carbon dioxide. Because it react with the atmospheric carbon dioxide and form calcium carbonate and chlorine gas is released. Because of this, we should not keep bleaching powder in open air. Note this one again. You done this one?
No, sir.
Note it, note it. Why should we not cap up? You have to write up to here. Why should we not keep bleaching powder in open air? So because when you kept it in open air, it react with the atmospheric carbon dioxide. Okay, it react with atmospheric carbon dioxide. Understood?
And so what happens after,
Hmm?
like what happens after reacting with CO2?
Yeah, when it react with CO2, it form calcium carbonate and chlorine gas is being released. This is why. You understood now?
Yes.
Because chlorine is means if we simple say that we have calcium carbonate, okay? Do the calcium carbonate is bleaching powder? No, bleaching powder is calcium oxychloride, and chlorine gas in this one is responsible the action for the action of bleaching powder. Okay, for the action of bleaching powder. So if there is no chlorine, no action. No chlorine, no action of bleaching powder. No action of bleaching powder. Okay. So when there is no action of chlorine, there is no chlorine. So what happened here is that this is gonna react with this calcium oxychloride is going to react with carbon dioxide and will give you calcium carbonate plus chlorine gas. Okay. Got it?
Yes.
To avoid this question may come that why should we cap bleaching powder in open air? So this is the only reason that we should cap bleaching powder in open air, because if we capped it in open air, then it will react with. We should not cap it in open air. It is recommended that it should be capped in airtight container. Airtight container means through which the air exchange is not possible. Okay, understood? Just tell me any two uses of. Now tell me any two uses of bleaching powder. Tell me any two uses of bleaching powder.
Sir, it is an oxidizing agent in chemical industry and it is used in water for free germs.
It is used in.
What like to make drinking water free for germs.
Okay. Yes, Aisha. Tell me any two bleaching powder uses of bleaching powder. Any two
Uh,
uses of bleaching powder. Tell me any two uses of bleaching powder.
used as sanitizer.
Hmm?
Used as sanitizer.
It sanitizes. Okay. And another. It is used to bleach cotton textiles, paper, bleaching actions. It is used, okay, for bleaching actions. It is used as disinfectant for killing germs. It is used for we can simply say that it is means it there are two if a compound if a question comes in examination that compound X, which is a strong smell of chlorine. So which is that compound?
Bleaching powder.
Bleaching powder. No? Okay. And if the question comes that uh, a compound X which is used as disinfectant for killing germs in water, which is that compound? Tell me fast,
So
which is that compound? Hmm?
CaOCl2.
CaOCl2.
Cl2.
Okay. Okay, next question. So we have done this one. Arshit, sorry, you, Galvin. And we are discussing the important only part that we have that you must know so that you cannot get confused. Otherwise, the uses you can write it by your own. Okay. We have done this one in the previous class, Galvin, and we have done each and everything. We have written the uses, we have written each and everything. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Got it? So note it down, please.
Yes, sir.
And please tell me the answer for A, B, and X, Y, Z. Okay. Tell me the answer for this. Yes, what could be A, B, B dash, X and Y? Sorry, A, B gases and X, Y compounds. We have done this question in the previous class also. Yes, Arshit, can you answer me? What is X, what is Y, what is A and what is B?
Sir, A is CaCl2 and
A is
sir
A is what?
CaOH whole twice.
Okay. A is CaOH whole twice.
Yes.
And B?
Sir, no, just two gases you're saying, na? So first I think A is H2O. No, just H2 only. H2.
H2.
Yes, sir.
What
Gases
is
become.
A? What is A? Yes, you, Aisha, can you answer me? What is A of A?
Hydrogen gas,
And B?
chlorine gas,
And what is X? What is X? Yes, Galvin,
sodium,
you can answer this. You can answer this question because we have studied these two. What is X? Compound X on electrolysis. You have to answer this question. Go through your notes and check which reactions that we have studied the electrolysis take place. Means uses of electricity. This reaction take place with the help of electricity.
Caustic soda.
Caustic
So
soda.
Na1. Yes, sir.
Yes. NaOH plus water will gives you NaCl plus water will gives you NaCl plus water. When you pass electricity to it, then it will gives you NaOH plus chlorine gas plus hydrogen gas. What is chlorine gas? What is X compound? Tell me. What is compound X? This is the compound X because it is saying that an aqueous solution, a compound X on electrolysis in aqueous solution. So aqueous in water means it is what in water. So NaCl is an X compound because NaCl electrolysis is done to give and produce a strong base. So which is the name for a strong base? NaOH is strong base. This is why. Why? Along with two gases A and B. There are the two gases A and B, but we don't know which is A, which is B. So it is saying B is used for preparing bleaching powder. So you know that bleaching powder is prepared when we pass chlorine gas to slag lime. This is bleaching powder. So which gas is passed through slag for the preparation of which gas is required for the preparation of bleaching powder? It is chlorine gas. It is chlorine gas. Okay. So gas
Yes,
B is chlorine and gas A is hydrogen gas. Understood now?
yes, sir.
Done. This one noted. You done? Understood what is A, what is B, what is C? Sorry, what is A, what is B, and what is X and Y? Understood? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Next salt that we have studied is that is bleaching. Sorry, baking soda. How can we prepare baking soda? In the previous class, we did this one. How can we prepare baking soda? Yes, Aisha, how can we prepare baking soda? Tell me fast, how can we prepare baking soda? Yes, how can we prepare baking soda? Okay, check your notebooks. We have done this one in the previous class. Baking soda can be prepared when we have NaCl, sodium chloride, plus water. This is the brine, and we pass ammonia gas to it. When ammonia gas, NaCl and water, they mix together, they form ammonical brine. Ammonical brine. On passing carbon dioxide to it, it will gives you ammonium chloride plus sodium hydrogen carbonate. Okay, ammonium chloride plus sodium hydrogen carbonate, and this is called baking soda. This is called baking soda. So how can we prepare baking soda? By passing carbon dioxide to ammonical brine. What is ammonical brine? NaCl, water, and ammonia. It is ammonium chloride, that is aqueous, and this is sodium hydrogen carbonate, form PPT. It form insoluble substance. Okay, it form insoluble substance. So this one is formed as PPT. This one is PPT. Downward arrows represent the PPT. Precipitate. White precipitate is obtained. Okay, which is insoluble, which can be easily filtered by the filtration. Okay, from ammonium chloride. And this process is known as, name this process. What is the name of this process? Yes, you Harshit, what is the name of this process? By which baking soda is prepared, name that process. Yes, you Aisha, what is the name of this process?
Solve process.
It is known as solve process. It is known as solve process. Okay, you understood, Galvin? So, and you know that this is sodium hydrogen carbonate, which is baking soda. Sodium hydrogen carbonate, which is baking soda. Okay, now can you tell me what is the difference between baking soda and baking powder? What is the difference between baking soda and baking powder? Can anybody in the class tell me what is the difference between baking soda and baking powder? What is the main difference between baking soda and baking powder? Tell me fast. What is the main difference between baking soda and baking powder? Why not studying properly? Do we have discussed this one in the previous class? Baking soda? Not answering, even not answering. We have sodium hydrogen carbonate. Okay, sodium hydrogen carbonate, it is baking soda. And when you have sodium hydrogen carbonate, when it react with water, let me show you that sodium hydrogen carbonate is actually a basic salt. A basic salt. It is a basic salt. which is bitter in taste. It is bitter in taste. Bitter in taste. Okay. It is bitter in taste. Okay. Why it is bitter in taste? Because it is a basic salt. Why? Because so if I ask you the parent acid and parent base of this sodium hydrogen carbonate, so it is NaOH when react with H2CO3. NaOH is strong base. And H2CO3, how can we prepare H2CO3? By passing carbon dioxide to the water. This is also known as carbonated drink, soft drinks. So H2O when react with carbon dioxide form H2CO3, it is weak acid. Okay, and when we then it will give you sodium hydrogen carbonate plus water. Plus water. Got it? Sodium hydrogen carbonate plus water. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes.
Now this sodium hydrogen carbonate, okay, it is a basic salt. Basic salt because it is made up of strong base and weak acid. So when there is strong base and weak acid, they will form basic salt, which has bitter taste. So what we does, we add some edible acid to this baking soda. Some edible acid. I am representing acid as H plus ions, or we can write it like this way: sodium hydrogen carbonate plus some edible acids. Edible acid such as tartaric acid. Such as tartaric acid. Tartaric acid. When we mix them together, they form baking powder. So what is the difference between baking soda and baking powder? Tell me, what is the difference between baking soda and baking powder? Tell me. What is the difference between baking soda and baking powder? Baking soda is only sodium hydrogen carbonate. And baking powder is, what is baking powder? Baking powder is a mixture of baking soda and some edible acid such as tartaric acid. Okay.
Yes.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what is the role of this tartaric acid? Why we are adding? First of all, to neutralize the bitter taste. Why we are adding this tartaric acid? Because you know that sodium hydrogen carbonate is basic in nature. It is basic. And when we add some acid to it, it is an acid. So it will give you salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. Because you know metal hydrogen carbonate when react with acid, it will give you salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. It's a common reaction. Metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate, any one of them. If they are reacting with acid, they will give you salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. Okay, understood? Now this sodium hydrogen carbonate when react with acid, when this sodium hydrogen carbonate react with acid, it will give you what?
Salt plus CO2 plus H2.
Okay. This CO2 is used for making the bread fluffy and spongy. Okay.
Yes.
This CO2 is used for making the bread fluffy or spongy.
Sponge.
And second, this salt is not a bitter salt now. Because when a baking soda react with acid, it will gives you a salt which is not basic now because it has been neutralized. by the tartaric acid. So we can simply say here that the tartaric acid neutralizes the bitter taste of what? Aisha, tell me. Tartaric
Yes.
acid neutralizes the bitter taste of what?
Okay.
Hmm? Tartaric acid neutralizes the bitter taste of what? This is tartaric acid,
Sodium carbonate.
baking soda. Yeah, sodium hydrogen carbonate. And why there is a need to neutralize it? Because
Sir,
it will add a
because
bitter taste to the
bitter taste,
pakoras
yes.
or what we are making. And another role of this carbon dioxide or of this tartaric acid.
Sir, to make it alkaline.
Yeah, the first role is that it neutralizes the bitter taste of uh, the baking soda. Second role of this tartaric acid is that it help in the production of carbon dioxide, which help in making the bread spongy or fluffy. Okay, Galvin, you understood?
Yes.
Okay, noted down this one. Note from here. Baking soda.
Done, sir.
You also, Aisha? Noted? Noted this one, yes or no? Done?
Yes, sir.
You also, Galvin? Noted?
Yes.
Note this one. What is the role of a double acid in baking powder? Note this one fast. It helps in the production of carbon dioxide, which help in making the bread fluffy. in baking industries, it neutralizes the bitter taste of baking soda, NaCO3, as it is a basic salt. Done?
Done.
Okay. So that's all for today. We'll meet you in the next class. Thanks for coming. Yes, and I'm wait for 5 minutes so that the other student may also join. Okay.
Yes, sir.